found a letter from my grandmother, written before she died, where she confessed that my mother was not really her daughter, but a child she kidnapped 50 years ago. I'm sitting in my grandmother's empty house, holding a letter I was never supposed to find. A letter that's been hidden in her Bible for who knows how long. A letter that just destroyed everything I thought I knew about my family. My grandmother died 3 weeks ago. She was 91, lived a long life, died peacefully in her sleep. The funeral was beautiful. Family came from all over. Everyone shared stories about what an amazing woman she was, how kind, how devoted to family, how she'd overcome so much hardship in her life. I loved her. We all loved her. She was the matriarch, the center of our family, the person who held us all together, and she was a kidnapper. I'm 28 years old, and I just found out my 52-year-old mother isn't actually my grandmother's biological daughter. She's a child my grandmother stole from a hospital 50 years ago, and I'm the only one who knows. Let me explain how I found this, how my entire world just shifted. After the funeral, the family decided I should be the one to go through my grandmother's house. I'd been closest to her in her final years, visited her weekly, helped her with errands, sat with her and listened to her stories about the old days. She'd told me so many stories, about immigrating to this country, about meeting my grandfather, about the struggles they faced, about finally having my mother after years of trying, about how my mother was her miracle baby, all lies, or at least partially lies. I've been sorting through her things for the past week. Clothes to donate, photos to distribute among family, documents to file, the usual sad work of dismantling someone's life after they're gone. Today I was going through her bedroom, found her Bible on the nightstand. The same Bible she read every morning for as long as I could remember. The Bible she'd carried with her from the old country. I opened it thinking I'd keep it, pass it to my mother. A meaningful family heirloom. That's when the letter fell out. A sealed envelope, yellowed with age. My name written on it in my grandmother's handwriting. Just my name, nothing else. Hidden in the Bible where she knew I'd eventually find it, because she'd told me years ago that she wanted me to have it when she died. I opened the envelope. Inside was a letter, 10 pages, handwritten, dated 5 years ago. I started reading, and my entire understanding of my family's history unraveled. The letter started with an apology. My grandmother apologizing to me for the burden she was about to place on me, for the secret she was about to reveal, for the choice I would have to make about what to do with the information. Then she told me the truth. 50 years ago, my grandmother and grandfather desperately wanted a child. They'd been trying for years. Multiple miscarriages, fertility problems, failed adoptions. They were told they'd likely never have children. My grandmother was devastated. It consumed her, became an obsession. She said she felt broken, incomplete, like she was failing as a woman and a wife. Then one day she was at the hospital visiting a sick friend. She walked past the maternity ward, saw the newborns through the window.